originally published in Poland by a guy named Andrzej Sapkowski. Super huge hits, basically like the Polish Tolkien. Books have started to be translated into English now. And The Witcher was CD Projekt Red's first game. Based on the license. Obviously it was a pretty good fit with the studio, looking to make a really hardcore RPG for people who, you know, like games like Baldur's Gate and things like that. The original game sold 1.5 million copies worldwide, won a bunch of awards, and now we're basically back to deliver The Witcher 2 for early next year. The original game used the BioWare Aurora engine. In this case, we've created our own engine, which allows us basically to deliver the game a true hardcore RPG that we wanted to make. It has a lot more flexibility in terms of visuals. Obviously, we can create really vast areas, great visual fidelity. You can see we are a mature game. You can see the areas, showing off the new renderer. You see some of the lighting changes as we go. That right there seemed like a small change, but initially we actually could not jump in the original Witcher, and it was a problem for people who didn't like to get stuck on a little knee-high fence. So in this case, we've added some verticality to the engine. It was just a limitation of the Aurora engine at the time. So here we're walking up toward the city of Flotsam with Triss Merigold, who was a character in the original game, and Vernon Roche, who's newly introduced in the sequel. He's a non-human hunter. He's basically charged with hunting down non-humans who are suspected of different felonies. Seeing the day-night cycle changing as we approach an upcoming cinematic sequence. So none of this is pre-rendered. Everything is going to be in-engine. So all of the animations and the dialogue and everything is totally placeholder right now. It's still pre-op.
Special Forces Commander for 4 years now. Servant of the Temerian King, responsible for the pacification of the Mahakamon foothills. Hunter of elves, murderer of women and children. Twice decorated for valor on the field of battle. Yarmouth, a regular son of a whore. I've long awaited our meeting. Laid plans, set traps, and here you appear in my forest of your own volition. Should have stopped a robbing merchants, regicides, an altogether higher offence. King or beggar, what's the difference? One blood less.
So here we have this is actually a time dialogue sequence. So we want you to spend less time like reading through your whole dialogue line and more time just actually enjoying the story.
Very nice talking to you. Roach stays. But you two must be pressed against the trading post. Not going? Your choice. I've always admired loyalty. Climb down and let's finish this. I await. You're a man without honor, Vernon Roach. An insect that I will not duel, but that I will crush. Horror, like you want. Spuddy!
So this will give us a good chance to actually check out the melee combat tool. So Triss is going to put up a protective barrier that turns the arrows into pretty harmless butterflies. But unfortunately, the spell has actually drained her of her strength, so she won't be too useful to us as the archers. They're coming. However, the force field that she created is actually around and will protect us and be impervious to the arrows. There we go. So in this case, we'll take a look at the new combat system. So the game is very much a hardcore RPG. However, there is combat. You are a mercenary, master swordsman, mutated monster slayer, so this is your lot in life. In this case, in the original, we had a timing-based system. It was kind of challenging for a lot of like hardcore RPG players to really get a grasp of. You had to click at the right time. In this case, we've made it much more responsive and dynamic, where every click of your button will actually doing action. So Tomek can acrobatically jump around, create different attacks. We'll see him string together a series of attacks in the next one. Did get shot here. Laid down a stunning trap. Now he's using some fast attacks, stringing them together with strong attacks, magic. You can basically adapt your tactics on the fly. And depending on the type of character you create, or the type of witcher you are, and the specialization that you choose, you can really kind of become a much different kind of character, whether you specialize in magic, or you specialize in sword fighting, or you want to specialize in alchemy. There's a lot of different ways you can customize your own witcher. But you are always going to play as Geralt, who is central to the story. So we got some more guys coming in here. We've also added some defensive options. Wolf doesn't seem to want to attack us. Tomek's out of practice, it seems.
You have to time it, actually.
Yeah. So you can roll around, you can jump around, you can deflect attacks. Basically, you know, I don't want to draw too many parallels to a game like Batman Arkham Asylum, because it is very much a hardcore RPG. However, I do want you to be able to approach combat tactically, so that you can approach a group of enemies, figure out what you want to do ahead of time, and then execute on that plan. Thanks to the motion capture, you know, we have actual kind of sword masters in Poland that we've got on motion capture. So we have all these authentic acrobatic moves that you can use.
So that's there's a reward based on the end of this you get points with the whole event.
You can hear the bells. That means we're approaching the town. Tomek should be able to take care of these guys pretty good. Just threw in an art sign, or it's art, yeah.
It's art.
Art's the push. Yeah. Basically pushes enemies away. And The Witcher's a very contemporary RPG, so a lot of the issues that you face in the game